been a little bit since I did a video. It's because work life has gotten in the way, and I've also done quite a bit of changes down here in the fish room. The 75-gallon cichlid tank build that I did, I ended up tearing that stand all apart and taking the 75-gallon out. For Christmas, I ended up getting a gift certificate to a coral store for this tank here, and I went up to get a piece of coral and take a look at what they had, and they ended up having a 150-gallon tank there for sale for $100, and I couldn't say no to that. There is some scratches in the tank. I'll go over that with you guys in another video, but right now I'm just talking about the cichlid fry that we've been doing, and they've come a long way. I have them in the old 75-gallon tank right now to grow out. As of right now, I haven't noticed any loss of any of them that I've hatched. Everything has seemed to go great. I didn't have very high expectations for this because I've never done it before, and I was just going off of YouTube when I was learning on there. But things have been going really well. Things have been going great in the 150-gallon as well. I did add a few different fish, but again, we'll go over that tank in another video. But this video is just going to be the process of the cichlid fry up until this point. So here we go. Day one in the incubator, there wasn't much change. Pretty much just a tail and some eyeballs, just like the day I stripped them. On day two, there wasn't much of a change either. Maybe a little bit larger than day one. Still just some tails and eyeballs. Day three, not much of a difference either, but the process continues. Day four is when I noticed that the tails and the eyes were getting a lot larger. Things were really starting to happen now. On day five is when I realized how quickly they were growing, and the size of the egg was starting to decrease. Day six, you're really starting to notice the egg shrinking a lot more. You were starting to notice it being sucked up into their stomachs. On day seven, it didn't just look like beads with eyes and a tail anymore. They were really starting to develop into little fish. Right around day 8 is when these little guys really started to start kicking around and doing a little bit of their own swimming, with the help of the bubbler, of course. On day 9, the egg was pretty much inside of their body. They were full fish at this point. Right around day 10, I had a handful of free swimmers in the incubator. Right around day 11 is when I started to play with the air valve. I would open it up and close it just to see how many free swimmers I had. From day 11 to 14, I had some video errors. I thought the GoPro was videoing, but it wasn't, so I did miss a few days. But right around this time is when I took them out of the incubator and let them free swim in the tank. And this is my first time doing anything with breeding cichlids, so I want to say the mother had held the fry in her mouth for at least a week at this point. Pretty much as soon as I took these guys out of the incubator and put them into the 10-gallon tank as free swimmers, their appetite was crazy. These guys will eat as much as I put in there. As far as I've seen, I haven't lost any of the fish that were brewed. They are healthy, very active, full of appetite. I do intend on putting these guys into a much larger grow-out tank. I can't wait to see the whole process of them turning into those big, beautiful peacocks. So here's the 75-gallon setup I have for the fish fry. At first I had them into the 10-gallon, and once they started to get a little bit bigger, holding their own, I put them into the 75. Just got a few rocks in there, cichlid sand, bag of media over in the corner, along with the bubble bar, right around 80 degrees, 79 to 80 degrees. And, yeah, everybody's doing great in there so far. Also, the filter is a Fluval 207. Not a huge filter, but it's great for these little guys. Starting to get their stripes, some of them, not all of them. These guys are about 3/4 of an inch long, and I think today is the 5th week. I'm try to put together a little video clip here for you, me feeding them. I've been feeding them about 3 to 5 times a day. These little guys are hungry every single second of the day. And I've been feeding the larger cichlids the extreme pellets. It's also what I'm feeding the babies, except I'm putting that into a pepper grinder. And the lighting's not the best here for that. But grinds it up nice and fine for them, and they haven't seemed to have any trouble. Let me see if I can get them on video to eat for you guys. So that's my experience so far with the cichlid fry. I've really been enjoying it. I thought it was going to be much harder than what it is, but things have been going well. Just going with what I learned from you guys on YouTube. I've watched plenty of different videos on it, and keep watching plenty of different videos on it, and eventually I'd like to make another video on them when they're full grown and they start getting their color. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.